Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Winner Circle podcast, man, with me, Ray Diz, man. I got to talk about why Notre Dame missed the college football playoffs. Now, before I get started, man, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. And make sure y'all give me your feedback on what you all think about this segment. Now, the college football playoffs is out. The teams, they got the 12 teams are in. Now, do I agree with the whole college football playoffs? I don't agree with it. But I'm not gonna I'm gonna talk about James Madison should have never made it. Tulane should have never made it, but this is just the way it's set up, so I'm okay with it. Now I want to go scorch earth on Notre Dame. Now Notre Dame is trying to play victim. Their vice president, he's trying to go on every last single show and act like Notre Dame is the victim, when in reality, Notre Dame knew what they was doing. You want to be independent. So guess what? Now you're an independent team. You can pick your team. Y'all want to know something about Notre Dame? Notre Dame has been able to pick their schedule every single year, every single season. If Notre Dame want to play one ranked team, they can play it. If Notre Dame want to play two ranked teams, they can do it. They don't have a conference. So guess what? And they are the only team. Notre Dame basketball team is in the ACC. They're men and women basketball. They're hockey. Whatever, every other sport, Notre Dame is in the ACC except their football team. Because Notre Dame feel like this. Notre Dame don't have to share their money, their revenue with anybody. If the SEC wins, SEC have to share their money. Like if Georgia win the national championship, they have to share their money with the SEC, other SEC teams. Notre Dame don't have to share their money with nobody. That means all the revenue comes to them. But they're mad at the ACC because the ACC is not taking up for them, because y'all want them to take up for y'all over Miami when Miami is in the ACC. Make it make sense, Notre Dame. Okay, Notre Dame thinks they're a brand like they used to be. Nobody gives a damn about y'all, Notre Dame. Let's be honest. Y'all play on NBC, and the only reason why I like y'all played on NBC is because when I was growing up, I was poor. We didn't have cable, so the only thing we had was NBC Channel 10, and I love watching y'all because y'all was the only thing on TV. Hell, I used to watch Jay Leno because he was the only thing on TV. But it ain't like I was just so excited to go watch Notre Dame. So at the end of the day, Notre Dame thinks they're this when they're really not. They think that they're the top of the top-notch brand. And also, Notre Dame, if you really wanted to be in the college football playoffs, join the ACC. What would have happened is you all probably would have made it to the ACC championship game. You all would have won the ACC championship game, and you all would have got an automatic bid. Being the ACC champions, you all would have been in the playoffs. But no, you want to be independent. Then you play two ranked teams at the beginning of the season. You played against Miami, you lost. You played against Texas A&M, you lost. So we're trying to figure out, how do y'all feel like y'all supposed to be in over, let's just say Alabama. Alabama went on a stretch where they won 5 straight games against nothing but ranked teams. Okay, they lost. Yes, they did lose to Oklahoma. They did lose to Georgia. Y'all would have lost to Oklahoma, and y'all would have lost to Georgia too. So we're trying to figure out, and y'all didn't play a conference championship game. So you got to stop pouting, acting like you're entitled to something because you did not make it to the college football playoffs. Okay. Now, James Madison got in. The reason why James Madison got in is because James Madison was our next highest conference champion. That's the same thing with Tulane. And that's because the ACC got left out, because the ACC champions was a team that was 8-5. So if Notre Dame and Duke played, or Notre Dame and let's just say Virginia played, and Notre Dame slapped them, that's what Notre Dame would have in, and Miami would have got in. So we wouldn't even have this issue. But because you don't want to be a part of the conference, that's the reason why you're in the position that you're in. So stop trying to make everybody feel sorry for y'all. Okay, James Madison will play against Oregon. I think Oregon's going to beat the brakes off of them. I think, let me tell y'all something. It's levels to this. Like I was telling somebody that works today. Man, you never know, man. James Madison, them boys right there. Listen, it's levels to this. It's levels to college football. It's levels to playing against Georgia with 10 first round picks, or Alabama with 5 first round draft picks, or Oregon with 3, or Ohio State with 11. It's levels to this. This ain't college basketball. This ain't what no Cinderella story is gonna happen. Cinderella story gonna be you gonna line up and we're gonna run this football and we're gonna dominate you over 60 minutes. That's Cinderella. Cinderella is when you click on Disney and you watch Cinderella on Disney Plus. That's Cinderella. Cinderella ain't over here in college football. You might can do that in college basketball, but college football is a little bit different because these teams are built for this. The Big Ten, the SEC, these teams right here are dominant. And guess what? James Madison is going to find this out firsthand. I expect for Oregon to slap them up and move on to play against Texas Tech. Now, Alabama against Oklahoma, that's going to be a close. That's a toss-up. You can toss that one up. I know y'all see I'm an Alabama fan. I love Alabama Roll Tide, but Alabama hadn't looked too. They had too good. Ty Simpson, he hadn't looked too good. And I don't want to put my word behind a quarterback that I don't have no confidence in, which I've lost all confidence in Ty Simpson. I've lost all confidence in the coaches, in the offensive coordinator. I think that he's calling a peewee game. I think he's out here calling peewee plays. The plays that he's calling, let's just think about this. It's 3rd down and 4. You put a running back at wide receiver, you put a wide receiver at running back and run a draw with him. That's what I'm talking about. You're running a peewee playbook at Alabama. And I think it's going to catch up to him. I think Brent Venable, he's sitting back right now licking his chops. He's thinking to himself like, listen, we can send a blitz every single play against Ty Simpson and make it very uncomfortable for him. And I think that he's going to throw us at least 1 or 2 picks. Now, I'm not saying that's right there what's going to happen, but I'm telling you what Brent Venable, I'm telling what he's thinking. With that defensive line against Alabama offensive line that's been a little shaky this season, I can see that I can understand why he's thinking that. Alabama don't got a run game. They cannot run it. They can't run it through an open hallway, okay, with nobody in the hallway, an empty hallway. Alabama still can't run through it. So I'm thinking if I'm Oklahoma, I'm thinking to myself, I can just blitz and tag Ty Simpson up. You hit him maybe 2 or 3 times, and he gets to seeing ghosts like Casper. He starts seeing things. And then you know what comes next. He's going to start being inaccurate. He's going to throw a pick. He might even fumble. You never know. He might butt fumble. But that's right there what's going to happen. And now this game right here is wide open. I'm going with Alabama to win, but I'm saying that right there with not a lot of confidence with saying that. I just don't know. I think that this game there is at Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner, Gaylord Stadium. So I think that this game right here, it's a toss-up. I don't have another confidence in this Alabama team. I like their defense. I think they got a hell of a defense, but I can't say that they're going to go out there and they're going to win this game against Oklahoma. I'm going with Alabama, but I don't say that with a lot of confidence. The winner of the game will go there to Indiana to face the number 1 team, the Hoosiers, in the Rose Bowl. Then you got Tulane against Ole Miss. We ain't even got to talk about this. Tulane just got stomped out against Ole Miss a few weeks ago by 5 touchdowns. And everybody keeps saying, but they don't got Lane Kiffin. They still got the same players, though. If this team is focused, if this team is prepared, this team right here will come out here. I'm not going to say they're going to beat them by 5 touchdowns, but they can damn sure beat them by 4, maybe even 3. But this game right here can get ugly, and it can get ugly early. With Trinidad Chambliss at the quarterback position, Kewan Lacey. Man, listen, this right here might be their last game at Ole Miss. This team right, these players right here, they probably going to end up following Lane Kiffin down at LSU. But I think the Ole Miss, if they come out there, they're at home in Oxford. This crowd is going to be electric. I think that this right here could be one of those games where Ole Miss pretty much put their name, pretty much cement themselves, as one of the best teams in Ole Miss history, which has already been. But winning a playoff game at home, Oxford, man, this right here can be a hell of a time right now to be an Ole Miss fan, even though Lane Kiffin left them high and dry. But I think that this right here can be a hell of a game. The winner of this game right here will go down there to Georgia, Athens. Well, they're going to go to the Sugar Bowl, All-State Sugar Bowl, and meet against the Georgia Bulldogs. Then the last game of the first round, we got Miami against Texas A&M. Now, Texas A&M, their offensive line has already been talking crazy. They said, Bain, you ain't dominating us. My Bain has dominated everybody this season, the defensive tackle from Miami. Now, I will say this right here. Texas A&M, they're a little bit different. They got a good offensive line. They got Marcel Reed at the quarterback position. They got a slew of weapons around him. Mike Echo as the head coach. This team is going to be prepared. And they playing at Texas A&M. Hey, listen, it's no place like College Station. Well, I wouldn't say it's no place, but this is one of the best environments in all of college football. Man, when you come down there to College Station, man, it's going to be on a Saturday night, and they play at, hold on. I hope not. Oh, man, it's going to be a morning game. Oh, come on now. They can't do that. They're going to be the first one to play. They playing a morning game. People going to be still yawning. People going to be still sleeping, man. See, that's what I say about college football. They always know how to mess everything up. But, hey, it's going to be a great atmosphere. at Texas A&M. I expect for Texas A&M to go out there and take care of business against Miami, but it won't surprise me if Miami win the game because Miami really is a good team. They got weapons. They got Malachi Tony, one of the best young freshman wide receivers in the nation. You know, they got a slew of running backs. They got Carson Beck at the quarterback position. And then, like I said, you got a really good head coach. But like I said, if I had to pick, I'm gonna go with my SEC heart, which is Texas A&M. The winner of that game right there will go to the Cotton Bowl and play against the number 2 team in the nation, which is the Ohio State Buckeyes. So that's right there is the college football playoffs right there. I didn't have a lot. I think that I think that they went with the number 1 versus number 2. I think they flopped them for a reason. I think that they flip-flopped them because they did not want to see Indiana against Ohio State in the second round. In the third round. That's why I think that they flip-flopped these 2 games. I think they wanted to be a championship game between these 2 teams. I'm sorry. So that's why they put Indiana number 1, Ohio State number 2, Georgia number 3, and Texas Tech number 4. I don't have a problem with those 4 teams, man. These 4 teams has been dominant all season. And I really don't have no problem with none of them. The only problem I got with James Madison and Tulane making the playoff. And also it's something else. If y'all don't know, Notre Dame have something in their contract, in their TV contract, that next season if they are a top 12 team, they will have a berth in the college football playoff. It's an automatic berth. I don't know how the hell you do that, and I don't know if it's fair to the rest of these college football teams that you have something in your contract, your TV contract, that you will automatically have a berth in the college football playoff if you are a top 12 team. It just don't seem right to me. It don't sit right to me. It don't sound right. But that's what college football is about. I think college football is a lot of things that need to happen in college football right now. I think the top 12 teams should make the college football playoff. Because hell, I can sit here and I can make a case for Texas. I can make a case for Vanderbilt. I can make a case for even Tennessee with 3 losses. Not Tennessee, but Vanderbilt and Texas. Because I think that if Texas don't go down there to Ohio State, I think if Texas don't go down there and play Ohio State at Ohio State the first game of the season, I think if they schedule a easier opponent, I think they dominate them, and then they can possibly be 10-2 right now. We can be having that argument that Texas deserve to be in the college football playoff. Vanderbilt, they only 2 losses came, I think, against Texas and maybe Alabama. Like them ain't bad losses. So you sitting here acting like you deserving something when these 2 teams right here should be pouting just like Notre Dame is right now, because they should be in the college football playoff. But I said this right here last season, and I'm gonna continue to say it. The commissioner of the SEC needs to do something. This right here is just getting out of hand, because I feel like the SEC is just too powerful. It's too top heavy. Because you think about it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Before I let y'all go, I'm gonna tell y'all the SEC. This is the SEC right here. This is the rankings. The SEC rankings. Do y'all know the SEC have? Let's look at it. The SEC have. Hold on. The SEC have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that have 10 or more wins. 6 teams. And then they have Texas that's 9-3. So you got almost 7 teams that's almost 10 wins. That's more than any conference. You got Georgia at 12-1, Ole Miss 11-1, Texas A&M 11-1, Alabama 10-3, Oklahoma Sooners 10-2, Vanderbilt 10-2. And then you even have teams that's like Texas that's 9-3. Then you have Missouri 8-4, Tennessee 8-4. Think about that, y'all. You got 10 teams with 8 or more wins. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams. 9 teams with almost 9 wins. When you look at every other conference, let's go to the Big Ten. The Big Ten have 3 teams that have 10 over wins. That's and they're all three is in the playoffs. And hell, to be honest with you, they was even trying to put USC in there if they could. Everybody else, you got the Big 12. They got three teams. They got three teams as well that have 10 wins. So just think about the SEC. That's all I want. That's all I want to say. Everybody else, all these other conferences have three teams with 10 or more wins. Three. But the mighty old SEC have six teams. Six teams with 10 or more wins. That's right there why this conference right here is the best conference. That's right here why everybody want to be like, why is this? Why is that? I think that if Arkansas Razorbacks, I think it's my Hogs, roll Hogs. I think if my Hogs was in the Big 12, I think they'll probably have 8 or 9 wins over there. You can say what you want to say, but I think that the Hogs have at least 8 wins over there in the Big 12. And that's why I've been advocating for them to go to the Big 12, get the hell out the SEC because it's too heavy. You ain't going to win nothing over there. That's just the bottom line. That's the way it is. You just got to accept it. You're not going to win nothing, Hogs. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it. I love y'all to death. I continue to get roasted by being a Hog fan. But at the end of the day, y'all might well go to the Big 12 or go somewhere else. Here, go to the ACC. Because you ain't going to win that in the SEC unless you get a hell of a coach and you get a lot of NIL money with a bunch of good recruits. Because that's the only way you're going to beat Georgia. Ole Miss. Well, Ole Miss might fall off that horse. But you got Texas A&M that's coming. You got Alabama that's coming. You got Texas that's going to be good again next season. Oklahoma that's here. You got Vanderbilt that's here. So Vanderbilt ain't going nowhere, y'all. They just not. You can say what you want to say. Vanderbilt ain't going nowhere. They just matter of fact, they just stole a 5-star wide receiver from Alabama. Also, if you ain't tracking, the #1 quarterback in the nation just signed with Vanderbilt. So ain't going nowhere time soon. So we might as well just go ahead on and accept it. But hey, man, I want to throw a shout out to my boy, man, Arsenio Hillard, man. Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. All the time coming over here, support me, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, if you ever want to come on, let me know. I'll shoot you a message, man, with the link in there. You can go on there, put your name and everything in. Come on there, man. We can talk a little bit about sports, man, or just just real life stuff. You know how we do. But yeah, man, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, man, about this college football playoff. I had to come on here. I had to get this podcast in to talk about it because I got tired of hearing people mad because they feel like Notre Dame was messed over. Notre Dame wasn't messed over. Notre Dame played the game and they got played. All they have to do is just join a conference. If they join a conference, then they have an argument. Then you got somebody that's going to bag you up, which is the ACC. They would have bagged you up. But you independent, they're right there, out there by yourself. You got to fight for yourself. And that's what they didn't want to do. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like I said before, man, thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Winner Circle Podcast. Me, Ray Diz. Until next time, y'all have a great Tuesday night, man. Make sure y'all be safe out there, y'all. Peace.